Hello and welcome to Langlit Online. In today's video, we are going to talk about the various features of a good group discussion. I am Dr. B. Sushma. So these are the various features of a group discussion: communication skills, knowledge and ideas on a given subject, capability to coordinate and lead, and exchange of thoughts between all the members, addressing the group as a whole, and thorough preparation by all the members of the group. Let us examine each of these features in detail. So communication skills in a GD play a vital role. If you're able to communicate effectively, if you're able to express your thoughts, feelings, ideas in an interactive way and an interesting way, definitely you will score well in the eyes of the examiners. And your power of expression is very important. Whatever you express, it should be very clear to the others. And you should also have the ability to convince others, which are also called the persuasive skills. And you also need to talk effectively. You need to create an impact on the others. To talk effectively means to create an impact and directly seep into the mind of the other participants and speak forcefully. Forcefully speak with that energy and enthusiasm. That will only help all the others also listen to you with rapt attention. And you also need to have a thorough knowledge on the subject. You need to create an impact by just showcasing your knowledge on the subject. If you are just not going deep into the topic and if you're talking superficially, it would not help them. The others will know better when you interact better, and the interviewers also would analyze you, judge you based on the knowledge that you possess. And you need to hold the attention of all the members. The other members also should listen to you with close attention. At the same time, you need to retain their attention. And you have to be precise and clear. Whatever you want to say it very precisely, concisely. Precisely is exactly to the point, and concisely is briefly and clearly. You need to explain it clearly. You also need to avoid digressions. Digressions are the deviations that you may encounter when you speak. Suppose you're talking on a particular topic, immediately you shift to another topic which is not related to this topic. Then you need to avoid that. Okay, you need to know where you are leading the discussion, and you need to avoid the digressions. Speak as much as necessary, neither more nor less. So you have to know where you should begin and where you need to stop, how you need to stop. You should neither speak more nor less. It has to be moderate. Whenever your turn comes, speak at least for 2 minutes or 3 minutes, maybe 4 or 5 lines, but not for more than 5 minutes. Then you also need to have the ability to listen to others. See, when somebody is speaking, if you are listening to them carefully, you will also be able to generate new points based on the other person's views. And the evaluators also judge you based on your listening abilities. You also need to have good listening skills. You need to be patient towards the others. And they'll also check your behavior in the group. Are you a loner or can you work in a group? So they just check whether you can mingle with others in a group discussion well or not, or you just try to separate yourself or isolate yourself in a group discussion. And confidence and level headedness are also checked. Your confidence levels, whether you're talking with clarity of thought and expression, and do you have that level headedness? Are you balanced in your approach, or are you deviating from the topic? Are you, having confidence in the way you handle the things? So these are the skills that are tested in a group discussion. Now, even you need to have possess good knowledge and ideas on the given subject. Whatever topic might be given to you, you need to have some ideas. You need to have some content with you, some information with you, so that the discussion will go on effectively. So you need to have thorough knowledge of the subject. You also need to have a clarity of ideas, what to talk and what not to talk, how to express it, and consistent reading on various topics. You also need to read. Reading should be your regular habit. On a daily basis, you need to read something or the other. Read the newspaper, the editorials, and the sections which interest you a lot. And you also have to have a grip on the topics from science and technology to politics and other areas of life. And you need to possess an in-depth knowledge of the subject. You should sound convincing. Whatever you say, it is the other should get the feeling that it is right. Yes, there is some truth in that. What he is trying to say, right? They should believe in you. You should sound convincing and confident. They also test your leadership and coordinating abilities. So these are the features. You also need to have good leadership skills, good coordination abilities. You need to have good team skills and interpersonal skills. So leadership skills are the most important aspects which are tested in a GD, because they want to know whether you're a leader or a team member. And if you have those qualities, you'll always be an asset to the organization. And if you're a leader, you have to display tactfulness. You have to be quite considerate towards the others. You have to be tactful. You need to involve everyone in the discussion, and you need to know how to solve the problems creatively. You need to possess the skills, the understanding, even knowledge on the various topics. You need to be quite enterprising. Enterprising is the ability to take up the initiative, to do the tasks without even being given the instructions, etc. And the forcefulness, you need to have that energy, enthusiasm in yourself. At the same time, you need to motivate and influence the other candidates, other group members. Then you also need to have an idea about your thoughts, and the exchange of thoughts also should go on smoothly and confidently. You need to contribute to the discussion. If there are 4 or 5 members in a group discussion, each and every one should contribute. They should just get their turn or chance at least twice or thrice in a group discussion. And comprehension of the main idea, understanding of the main idea is very important, because it will help you to be located. It will not deviate you from the topic. And you also need to strike a rapport with the team members immediately. You need not have that shyness or inhibition, and you also always have to feel comfortable in your own skin, and make the others also participate, and be familiar with each and every candidate in the group discussion. You also need to have patience and assertion when you express your thoughts. You also need to be assertive. Assertive, you also need to be confident in whatever you express, and say that clearly, right? Don't be very meek and submissive. And accommodation, you must be able to accommodate the others in the team. You should empathize with the others. You should encourage and motivate the others. And amenability is also tested here. Amenability, your ability to mingle with the others, right? And then body language and eye contact. When you exchange your thoughts, do you have the right body language and eye contact? Are you able to look at everyone in the group? And are you displaying a confident body language through your facial expressions and your movements of the hands, legs, etc.? And you also need to address the group as a whole. So there are many members in the group. Even if you do not know or remember the names of the candidates, you can address the group as a whole, right? It is not necessary to address anyone by name. If you know the names, it is well and good. Even if you do not know the names, you can address the whole group as one whole entity, and address the group as a whole. Do not repeat a point. So if you have already expressed a particular point, do not repeat that again. Do not be superfluous. Superfluous without having any in-depth knowledge, and you speak only at the surface level, with the half knowledge that you possess, without substantial data, without supporting your content. And you also need to be very specific, clear and specific when you discuss the points, and give some examples also when you want to explain a particular idea or concept. And do not exaggerate. So if it is a simple point, and if you are exaggerating more on it, it is not needed. If the point is self-explanatory, you need not exaggerate. You need not exaggerate the insignificant things. Wherever some seriousness is needed, you need to, go with that seriousness more, compared to the small things and exaggerating on them. And you need to have the knowledge on topics like politics, finance, economy, science, and technology. And if you are not sure about the topic, do not initiate the discussion. Do not be the initiator if you are not sure about the topic, and avoid using the slang expressions, the informal or the colloquial expressions, right? So these are also some of the things that you need to keep in mind. And GD is not a debating stage. So a group discussion is meant to talk about all the aspects related to it, but it is not a stage for debate. You're not debating, you're not supporting, or you're not going against a topic. You need to just express your viewpoints. And the second part of the discussion is like, you need to give the choice in agreeing, disagreeing, remaining neutral, right? So you can also say I agree with you, or I agree to your point, and I think I'm totally against your point, or if I deviate a little bit from what you're saying, would you mind? So such kind of expressions also need to be used, to agree, disagree, or to remain neutral. Then use simple, direct, and straightforward language. You need not use hi-fi words or the bombastic language. You can use simple language, direct language, and straightforward language. Do not interrupt the speaker when the discussion is on. So let the speaker complete his turn, whatever he wants to say, and then you can go with your point, but do not interrupt unnecessarily in between the sentences when somebody is speaking. So these are the various things that you need to keep in mind. And thank you for watching and listening to this lecture. If you find it interesting, please like, share, and subscribe. Thank you.